Everyone, welcome back to my latest solo trapping video, but you're going to actually notice here it's a little bit different than my regular solo traps because this is going to be on my 323mm solo trap. You might call this a griffin trap, and the first clip is sort of a griffin trap clip. It's just a little different way to do the griffin trap, but you'll see the other clips from this one on are actually solo trapping clips using the griffin familiar. It's the same thing as, let's say, a griffin rally trap. You're not really a griffin trap there, you're still a rally trap, but you're using a griffin to set up the rally. This is the same thing. I'm basically a solo trap using the griffin familiar to set up a solo trap to get, or to bait people to hit me on my solo trap. So you can do this on any mite account. Obviously it works on anything, but this is just 300mm mite. You could have 200mm mite. You probably do it on a 900mm mite if you really wanted to. I've seen someone do a griffin trap out of 900mm mite, so it will work. Anyways, I'm just doing the 1000 IQ trap, so I'm walking my leader through the map trying to get people to see it. A couple people do see it actually, so I don't have a scout either. So I have no trips to my castle right now. My leader is sheltered now. I did shelter my leader as it came back. That's one of the things you got to do here, is make sure your leader's not out, because people will go in and try to get it. Once your leader's sheltered, you can do whatever you want. I'm doing a griffin trap in this one. The next ones, I'll be doing the solo trap version of this one as well, so stay tuned for that. But FES Graham went in for it. He sent some tier 2. It did not get through my wall. I do have like an 800k wall on this account, so it is a little bit harder to get through the wall on this, so you will have to send your leader, and that's what happened here. HDD and FES both went in trying to get the leader, which wasn't there anymore because I had already sheltered it. HDD did see that there's a bunch of resources, and he's going to go farm it. FES Graham decided that he did not want the resources and just poured it away. All he wanted really was the leader there, which I could have actually griffin trapped him on that one too, but I decided not to. I decided to basically do a normal griffin trap here, get some more attacks coming in, just try out the actual griffin trap it is. So I was just baiting with my leader to get people to see that I was here, because sometimes you have to like message people or wait for people to scout you, but I find the 1000 IQ traps a really good way to get people to actually come and notice your castle. So that's the main thing for the 1000 IQ trap in this trap, is just get people to notice your castle. Hey, there's a castle here with a leader walking back, might as well scout it, see what's in, and when they scout it, they see there's nothing there. A bunch of resources, like, oh, a bunch of resources, I want those, or I want the leader, and I want both, or whatever. So this guy wanted both. He went for the leader, didn't get the leader, ended up just going for the resources. So now he's going to try and farm me. So he's just me sending tier 4 what's called attacks. I did notice one of the attacks he was sending as a leader, which is really good. I'm just waiting to see if anyone else will come and hit me. I have to do it before I run out of resources though, or it's not going to work out. So I was just kind of timing it, waiting to see. I'm out of gold now. He's taking all my gold, but that's just fine because I'll get more gold later. But I do have a bunch of food left now, so he is attacking me. This account does go food positive if I switch into the what's called talents for it, but currently I'm not in the talent, so I'm a little food negative, but not by very much, honestly, with the what's called food hyper what's called gear on, so I'm not super minus on food in that. So I'm gonna pull back my troops now. He's gonna be sending all his attacks here. I'm gonna ran away. What I should have did actually was port back into the spot, but this is the first time I was using the account. I was just trying to see what the attacks look like, how much damage I was taking and all that, because I don't really know how the account works at this point. So it was kind of the first test, this attack. This is the first one I did, so I was just testing it out, seeing how a smaller march would do. It did really well. The first attack where he had his leader, I didn't even have my leader out. I pulled it out of the shelter a little too slow there, so that's something you got to watch out for, especially if it's a bigger attack. Make sure you pull out your leader, but that was a small attack, 250,000, not a big deal, even with the leader in there. So the other guy saw it, that rally trap guy. He was scouting me during the griffin trap there, but he saw that I pulled back, and then this guy went in for another attack. It wasn't an actual attack or anything like that. I think the other guy sent like tier 1 at me or something like that. This guy was just sending a 1 troop at me, but the previous attack right before that, he sent a 200,000 tier 1 at me, so ended up getting a bunch of kills again. The other guy did lose a ton of tier 4 when he was hitting me there, plus he lost his leader as well. So if they do end up rallying me like a proper rally, I will have to shield. I'm not a rally trap on this account. It is a solo trap. If they send a half rally, it's fine. I'll take reinforcements and take the rally, but if it's a full rally, I gotta really watch out, because like I said, this is a solo trap, not a rally trap. Cannot take a rally. It does not have the stats for it. Well, at least with this many troops. I mean, it could be a rally trap if it had a proper rally trap setup, but again, it's a solo trap setup. Not going to be able to take a rally. So you didn't really see the setup here. I will show you how I set it up after this clip, but this is going to be the solo trapping part of this. So they have my scout. You're going to see that they're just going to randomly solo a 300 mil might account, but that's not the whole story here. I will show you right after this clip how I set this trap up right here, but you get to see the magic first. See what kind of traps you can do on this. Again, I'm 322 mil might, and I'm about to get solo attacked by 2 people, but they're just waiting up. So FES Graham, you saw him in the previous clip. He went for the leader, didn't get the leader and just poured away and gave up. He didn't want the resources or anything like that. This time he is now going for it. Another FES guy, the brown guy, is also coming in. These will be both tier 5 attacks. They're both sending range. So I'm going to be sending in infantry phalanx for this attack. I'm going to actually port away, but I do forget to actually switch to my war gear for this, so I kind of messed up here. I am setting in like cab gear or something like that right now. I'm not setting in my like full war gear with all that. So if I was setting the full war gear, I probably would have been able to cap them pretty easily, but like I said, I was setting in the wrong gear. Down a lot of stats. That one guy ended up walking with only 2,000 destroyers. I think FES Graham walked back with a little bit more than that, but yeah, like I said, mostly because they set tier 5 and it wasn't in the war gear. I was just sitting in like normal like cav gear or something like that, which doesn't have any jewels or anything like that. So my attack stats are way lower than they would be if I actually was, or I had the proper war gear on. I just forgot to switch. I should have just switched and poured it away. But again, it's a learning curve. These are all just tests anyways, but I did do really well. Got a ton of tier 5 kills, even if I didn't cap them. I didn't lose anything or even get close to losing anything. I think I have like 700,000 beds. So if anything goes wrong, at least I had a lot of beds. But yeah, like I said, he only did like 200,000 damage. So my infirmary is only like 20% full, even without me sitting there. But yeah, FES Graham does have really good gear, does have a bunch of full mythic gear and stuff like that. So really decent gear. He didn't go full tier 5. The other guy, unfortunately, went full tier 5 and lost 150,000. He just had to basically heal his 150,000 tier 5 there, which is also pretty expensive. But the other guy, yeah, he went full tier 5, lost 150,000 tier 5, and then had to heal 223 more thousand. So, ouch. A bunch of free kills for me. All I had to do is heal my tier 4, which is really expensive to heal tier 4, by the way. If you guys don't have a tier 4 account, you're just used to healing tier 2, be ready for the healing bills on tier 4. It is so expensive for resources. Not so bad on speed ups, but resources really bad. So here's how I set up the account. You see, 2.3 million. I'm setting up the bait by only having about 500,000 of a single troop type. All my troops are actually on tiles over here. If I was doing a normal griffin trap, I'd probably hide it in castles, but since I'm doing a solo trap, it's okay to hide it on tiles because you're not going to sit there very long doing this. You're going to wait to try and bait people to basically scout you, and you have your leader out for this attack. You're getting them to scout you. You have your leader out. A bunch of not a bunch of troops, but like 400,000 to 500,000 troops is probably fine because people can solo that pretty easily, especially if you have a single type troop and they get the scout. So what you're going to do is after they scout you, you're going to pull back all your troops now. And then hit your ante. They'll be looking at the reports and seeing, oh, what do we have in here? So they'll be in the reports right now, not looking at your castles. So they won't see that all these troops have come back. You're going to hit on their ante, and this is going to just mess them up so much because they're going to come in, try and solo attack you, and they'll be like, after they fail and they get capped, like, what the hell happened? So that's what happened in the previous clip. You didn't see the setup there, but that's the same thing happened. They'd scouted me, saw that I had like 500,000 cav out. They both went range. I was sitting in infantry. So I already baited them into going range because they thought I had just cav out. So they both went range, both tier 5, went the gangbanging me to get my leader. Ended up not working out for you. And the same thing was happening with this guy. He got my scout. I might have been I might have just had range or something because I'll switch it up. I'll either go range or cav or infantry, depending on what I want to bait for the attack. But this one, same thing. He thinks I just have like 500,000 troops out. He went in full blast trying to beat me. He obviously has way better gear than me and stuff like that. But unfortunately for him, I have 2.3 million tier 4 troops set in my base, and he was only set with 300,000, so it wasn't going to work out for him. Really easy cap on that one. Only 13,000 troops injured. Yeah, I have a million tier 4 cav there, so It's a basic griffin trap setup, but I use it as a solo trap. But it works out really well. Some people who are really strong, like titans and stuff, you will have to watch out for them because they'll probably get a walk back really easily. Honestly, you cannot cap a titan with this setup. It's just they're too strong. You won't take any losses probably if a titan hits you for sure. I don't think there's any way they could give you losses because getting through 700,000 tier 4 is really hard. It's a lot of HP on a solo attack, so you probably won't lose any troops, but you probably won't be able to cap them. Just keep that in mind while doing this one. And a huge gangbang attack, you probably won't be able to port away if they send a bunch of blasts at you. You will have to try and heal in between, which is really expensive, so also keep that in mind. So you can actually build some tier 2 if you want to, just to reduce the the healing bill and stuff like that. Just like I said, tier 4 is really expensive to heal, so I know how this guy's leader. So they're actually going to try and what's called free it. They reset the rally like 4 or 5 times. I'm getting full reinforcements from my guild because I saw that they were sending rallies. So I don't know how many. I was assuming 800,000 to 1 million, depending if the other guys pop boosts when they're sending when they're starting the rally and stuff like that. Because I think only like 4 people joined or something like that. 3 to 4 people joined. They think I have, well, it's 500,000, not 600,000 troops. I'm just saying they could have 1.2 million because I think 4 people joined. So we're not actually sure how many troops they're sending, like I said, depending on how big the boosts are and all that. So there is a rally. I'm going to take this rally. I do have over 1 million reinforcements plus my 2.3 million tier 4. So I have over 3 million tier 4 there in my castle right now. They're going to only have maybe 1 million troops. But like I said, they think I have way less troops than I do. They'll look at my gear and be like, yeah, we can win this because we have about 1 million troops and you'll have maybe 1.6 million troops. We should do fine because we have better gear and all that. So it should work out for us. So like I said, they had restarted the rally a bunch of times, and here comes the rally here. They're sending tier 4 infantry, 890,000. This is not enough. I'm just going to pop the boost to make sure that I actually cap it, and then I'm just going to ran away or just transfer over here and take the rally because that's a pretty easy rally to eat. Only 67,000 injured. Yeah, you can see I got 3.3 million tier 4 in my castle now. They think I have maximum 1.5 million, I guess, because I get 1 million reinforcements. They got a scout of 500,000. They're so confused what's going on right now because they have no idea what was going on. They got my scout. They're like, he has 500,000 troops. Really easy. They went in. He lost his troops. He's like, oh, maybe I just couldn't solo him and I'll start the rally. 800,000 troops. Should be fine. They went in for the rally and that didn't work out either. So I ended up getting like a 300 mil ransom from all the guys that I capped here too. So yeah, I got a 300 mil ransom from this guy, 300 mil ransom for the other guy. So I got a ton of gold after this, and I ended up using it to griffin trap as well. So it was a lot of fun doing this. So this is kind of the setup I'm doing. I hope you guys actually enjoyed these kind of videos because I'll have a bunch more. I currently gave back the account to the original owner, Rhino. He was letting me use it. He quits once in a while and gives me the account to play on, so I started playing on it. He's currently back, so I gave the account back to him, but I do have a bunch of clips saved up. I wasn't going to release it until I was kind of done doing this because, like I said, once people know about it, it's not as like... it doesn't work out as well because guess what? You know about it. So here comes the leaders back. So they are paying the ransoms. There's no partner or anything like that. So I got 300 million from that guy, 350 from the other. And I think I got another leader that I get another 300 million from. So it ended up working really well. Got a bunch of free gold, which I could actually use the griffin trap other people. Don't have to solo trap them then. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this 300 mil solo trap video. It's a lot of fun doing this. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the most fun you can have with the count. You can actually get more hits doing this than you would in a normal attack. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have some more videos coming out this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.